Hello and welcome to All Around Us Photography. In today's video, we're going to be covering this photo journal that I put together called First Light. And I put it together for family and friends from photographs that I took from 2022 to 2023, late 2022 to late 2023. And they were taken in a town called Rye, New Hampshire. And along Rye, there's a beach that I like. It's called Jenness Beach. And most of these photos are taken at Jenness Beach. There are some photos that are also taken from Odiorn Point, which is just north of Jenness Beach. And we'll be covering that in a different video. So this is going to be a three-part series. And this first part is a lot of the photographs that I took at Jenness Beach. You know, there's wildlife, there's people, there's a lot of sunrises because this is, again, it's called First Light. And so I'll be covering a little bit of those in the first half. The second half will be kind of the remainder of those, as well as the photographs from Odiorn Point. And also the third one is going to be what I did to actually print my photographs and how I turned it into a book, what the company that I used, the quality of paper, the type of book this is, because you can order different types. So this is a hardbound book with basically a photograph that covers the entire piece. Ignore that sticker. That's just it comes off. It's a sticker that just represents it's an item that it printed. But you can see that I have a photograph that goes all the way around it. Whoops. So we'll be covering that in the third video. But what I want to be able to do in these videos is cover a little bit of the history of the area that I'm in. So in this case, I'm going to be covering Jenness Beach in Rye, New Hampshire. And Jenness Beach has a really long history, about 400 years. But what's really interesting about it is, and that I'm going to cover, is just the family, where they came from, that type of stuff. So let's go ahead and get into the video, and we will start with the history and some maps and stuff. All right. So Jenness State Beach, its history is worth mentioning since it goes back around 400 years, and also will tie into the other areas that I mentioned. Odiorn Point. Both Odiorn Point and Jenness Beach are in Rye and very close to each other along the coast of New Hampshire, as I mentioned earlier. So Jenness State Beach is located about 8 miles south of Portsmouth, New Hampshire, in a town called Rye. It only occupies about a mile of shoreline, so it's one of the smaller beaches in New Hampshire. Jenness State Beach gets its name from the Jenness family, starting with Francis Jenness, who emigrated from Rye, East Sussex, England. Francis Jenness was likely a young man in his early 30s when he sailed from England for his new life in New England. Though his arrival date is debated, it's generally accepted as 1665 when he took up residence in New Hampshire. Francis married on February 15th, 1669 or 1670, right around that time frame, to Hannah Swain, the daughter of William Swain and Prudence Marston of Hampton. Originally named Sandy Beach, and after years of petitioning the Provincial Assembly, Sandy Beach was granted parish status in 1726. And so the name was then changed to Rye, New Hampshire, in honor of the Jenness family, where they came from. Descendants of the Jenness family actually still live there to this day. So, interestingly enough, I found reference to this beach called Jenness Beach from maps dating back to at least the 19th century. Take a look at this map of Rye from 1851. I've highlighted and enhanced the area where Jenness Beach is today. And if you look closely, squint your eyes a little bit, you can see that the beach was named after the Jenness family even back then. However, the beach wouldn't become an official state beach until 1980, along with several other parks and beaches along New Hampshire's coastline. I just want to give a big thank you to the Rye Historical Society of New Hampshire. From their website at ryenhhistoricalsociety.org, all one word, I was able to gather all the information presented in this video on the history of Rye, the Jenness family, and the beach that bears their name. So again, thank you very much. Okay, so I hope you really enjoyed that little piece of history on Jenness Beach. It's a really interesting area of the coastline, and I just really love it. It's my kind of go-to place. There's Hampton Beach, which is also part of the New Hampshire coastline, not the Hamptons in New York. This is just Hampton Beach in New Hampshire. So I'm going to go through some photos now, and we're just going to start with like sunrises, because that's the whole idea of first light, that this is done early in the morning. So let's go ahead and get to it. This is just a gorgeous shot of the ocean and the tail end of blue hour, where the sun is about ready to come up from the horizon. You can see a couple of people walking along the beach and the remnants of the blue from the atmosphere during blue hour reflecting off the ocean. Also during blue hour, I spotted these three friends waiting for the sunrise up at the horizon. They were all pretty excited and about ready to take a photo right from the shoreline. These next two photos are taken right as the sun is coming up across the horizon. The first one is taken on October 28th, 2023, and the second is taken on September 3rd of that same year. What's interesting about the second photo is you can see a fishing boat, it's probably a lobster boat putting out traps, but you can take a look and see with that zoom lens how big it makes the sun appear in contrast to that boat. I wanted to throw this photo in. The sun has just crossed the horizon and is starting to rise fully, but the refraction on the ocean below makes it look like there's two suns. I just really love this photo. Jenness Beach is a popular destination for people to bring their dogs and just to kind of hang out, especially during the sunrises because it's so beautiful. In this particular shot, you see a person walking their dog. The dog is just off frame to the left. And what I really love about this photo is the silhouette of the person. The sun is just reflecting off of the wet beach sand, and it's just a wonderful shot. Jenness Beach is also a very popular place for surfing. Even though it's a smaller beach, it's kind of like a hidden gem when it comes to surfing. And here you see this person preparing for the surf just after the sunrise. It's probably about 10 minutes after the sun finally rose up above the horizon, so you can see how quickly it gets in the sky. Being the East Coast, there are many areas that is just like a rocky part of the shoreline, and here's a very common sight to see people stack like rocks into a cairn. Here's a picture of a smaller one with the sun rising in the background. What I really love about this photograph is the sun is partly up on the horizon. It hasn't quite cleared the horizon, but it's a cloudy day. So you get the sky filled with the sun and blue from that atmosphere, and a little bit of the bright yellow from the sun. So it gives it kind of an eerie but beautiful scene here. And then with the beach just completely just kind of wet from the earlier high tide, it just really looks awesome, I think, with the reflection and everything. And you can see a bunch of people, of course, out there taking photographs of the sunrise, and the dog walker just enjoying their time out on the beach. Hey, there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did in making it. You got a little bit of history on Jenness Beach and Rye, New Hampshire, along with several of the photos from the First Light photo book. A lot of the sunrises. Beautiful sunrises. You know what? I'm originally from Arizona, and there's some sunsets, beautiful sunsets in Arizona, but I never was at like the beach where I could actually see the sun coming up from the horizon. It is something that obviously you just have to see in person, but hopefully the photos convey some of the beauty and awe that I experienced by being there. But so I hope you have a chance to go to the coast, east or west, wherever you are, to be able to see the sunrise or the sunset. It's fantastic. But anyhow, thank you very much again. I hope you like and subscribe the video. Like, and subscribe to the channel. There are going to be at least two more videos in this series. The next one is going to be covering a lot of the birds and people, just people who are just enjoying the beach. The following video or videos are going to also cover how I actually produced the First Light photograph book. You know, what it costs, pages, number of pages that I have, the quality of the paper. Anyways, please stay tuned. Bell icon so you can actually get the notification when those other videos are posted. So again, I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.